Wonderland, what up, man? I know I didn't promise y'all a lot when it comes to the YouTube and the vlogs and all of that, but we here. What better than to start on Vlogmas? 25 days till Christmas. It's crazy, right? It's crazy, right? I was gonna show y'all me decorating my apartment, but I didn't even get the decorations yet. I don't even have a Christmas tree. I don't even have a Christmas tree. Y'all know that's like me, for me not to have a Christmas tree. But it's cool though. I still got something that's in store for y'all, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We finna turn this channel up, no cap. What better way than to start Christmas off while telling how I got cheated on when I got cheated on. When I got cheated on, I found out I got cheated on December 1st, okay? About 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I found out I got cheated on for the first time. And you know what? I feel like everybody needs to get cheated on at least one time for you to really know pain. Like everybody at least gotta have heartbreak by betrayal one time in their life in order to really understand pain. If you ain't never got your heart broken by being cheated on by somebody, you don't know true pain. You don't know true pain. You don't know what it's not. You don't know what it's like not to eat for 3 days straight and just think about one person the whole time and just sit there and think of like how dumb you are. Like you don't know that pain. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's a funny story to tell because, you know, it was kitty love anyway. In a sense, I still got my heart broken from it, but and for purpose of, you know, confidentiality. Ooh, that's a big word, confidentiality. I bet a lot of y'all don't know how to spell that. If you know how to spell that, put it in the comments. I'm gonna change the names, of course, for the story. The girl that I'm dating, we just gonna call her Bertha. You know what I'm saying? So me and Bertha, we was like high school sweethearts, you know what I'm saying? Perfect combo. I was on the basketball team. She was a cheerleader. You feel me? Zac Efron and Gabrielle, what's her name? Gabriella. Troy Bolton and Gabriella type beat. High School Musical. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? And as y'all can hear, I'm kind of under the weather, bro. December done got to me already. But that's neither here nor there. You feel me? Yeah, we was a perfect combo. High school sweethearts, all of that. Dated out throughout high school. And then it's time for us to go separate ways. She go off to college. I'm playing basketball at the time, so I go to prep school in West Virginia. She go to college in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I already heard about long distance relationships from other people that experienced it in the past, and you know what they say. They say, if y'all was splitting up after high school, break up. Now me, I don't think everybody's situation ends up the exact same way. So I can't say if you and somebody are splitting up after high school or have to do long distance in a relationship somewhere sometime to break up. I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. People experience different things. Me, myself, I will never do a long distance relationship ever again. Shout out to all the long distance relationshipers. Is that a word? Relationshipers? Back to the story. You feel me? We split up, go our separate ways, barely seeing each other. I think we went like 7 months without seeing each other. You feel me? She just off at college with her best friend. I'm just off at prep school playing basketball, trying to get offers for basketball, So December time rolls around, you know, you get Christmas break, I go back to Georgia, I see her, I'm spending time with her for the first time in 7 months, you know, and within that 7 months, you know, the relationship was rocky because the key factor in a long distance relationship is communication. And like the communication between us, it was like broken, but it was there, but it was broken, but it was there. And it just didn't feel like we had the same spark as we did in high school, of course. So we're hanging out for the first time during Christmas break. She comes over to my dad's house. My family loves her. I don't think they love her any less than they did before. It's just a little different now. You know what I'm saying? A little different. But we hanging out, and something in my mind just told me to go through her phone. Now, y'all, I promise I'm not that type. I don't go through phones. Well, listen. If I sent something like a little shady, you know what I'm saying? You being a little sneaky, I may, you know, take a little peek in the phone. But that's only if I have access to it. And I had access to it, and who would I be to pass up that access to a phone? So I'm on her phone, right? I go to Instagram, and the first thing I see is like DMs with heart eye emojis and all of that, and I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, who are these people? But there's one specific one that stuck out to me. For confidentiality, we're gonna say this guy's name was Jim. His name was Jim. I saw Jim. He said, you know you be looking good. Hard eye, hard eye. I'm like, excuse me, Bertha. Bertha, who is this? Who is this? Who is Jim? Why is he saying you look good? Da 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 da. She's gonna say, she looked me dead in my eye. Bertha looked me dead in my eye and said, that's my cousin. That's just how we talk. Bertha. 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 You really think I'm falling for that? As soon as we're having that conversation, right? Bertha mother calls her phone. So I give the phone back to Bertha. Bertha answers the phone, talks to her mama. Hey, yeah, I'm over Wunder's house right now. Yeah, we're just chilling. Da 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 da. Yeah, Mom, I should be home soon. Da 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 da. She gets off the phone. I see her go like this. I see her go like this. I see her go like this. I'm like, oh. What was that? What was that? Why you swiping? What you deleting? What you deleting? I get the phone back. I don't see Jim's message anymore. If Jim is your cousin, why are you deleting Jim's messages out your phone? The same message where your cousin Jim told you you'd be looking good with 2 heart eye emojis. If Jim is your cousin telling you that, you need to watch out for Jim. Jim, that ain't right. At this point, I'm flabbergasted. Flabbergasted, that's a big word. That's a big word too. I'm like, okay, it's time for you to go home. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, I don't know what to believe. There's no point of us sitting here and arguing back and forth. I'm like, that's your cousin. She's like, that's my cousin. I'm like, that's not your cousin. She's like, that's my cousin. I'm like, that's not your cousin. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all be cousins. So I get in my car. We're driving, arguing the whole time. I'm driving her back at home. Da 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 da. I drop her off. The next day, I was supposed to be leaving back to West Virginia to go to my prep school. So I wasn't gonna see her like the next day. So like we kind of like fell off on an argument. You know what I'm saying? I dropped her off at home. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like she's crying. I'm like, why are you crying? That's your cousin. Da 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 da. She's like, I don't want us to end off on this note. I don't want you to go back to school and you're mad at me. Da 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 da. I'm like, yo, it is what it is. I saw what I saw. Let me process it how I'm gonna process it. So I drop her off. Then I go back to my house. You know what I'm saying? Go back to my dad's house. And I'm just thinking of everything. I'm like, nah, your cousin wouldn't talk to you like that. You know what I'm saying, Bertha? So I text Bertha's little brother. Now, mind you, me and Bertha's little brother, we was cool. We was cool. Me and Bertha's little brother, we was cool. So like, I was cool with Bertha's little brother before I ended up dating Bertha. So it was okay that I hit up Bertha's little brother. I'm like, yo, do you got a cousin named Jim? Mind you, I'm talking to Bertha's little brother. Bertha's little brother, like, no, that's the dude that Bertha dated her freshman year in high school. I said, no. I said, don't tell me that. I said, don't tell me that, little bro. Little bro told me that, bro. He said, Jim is the guy that Bertha dated her freshman year in high school. I'm like, dang, it's always the ex. The ex is always in the picture somewhere, somehow. Like if you think you the main one, just know the ex is in the picture. Now let me not put that trauma on nobody else. That's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? You might be with a person right now and you're their only person. You know what I'm saying? But look, after I found that out, I called Bertha. I'm like, yo, you're a liar. You told me Jim was your cousin whole time. He's someone you dated in your freshman year of high school. And I didn't know Bertha my freshman year of high school, and I didn't know the guy because I moved to the high school with Bertha my junior year. Because I used to live in Michigan, then I moved down to Georgia, and that's where I finally met Bertha. So when she was dating that guy her freshman year, I was in Michigan. So I had no clue who this guy was. You see what I'm saying? But fast forward, me and Bertha had that conversation. I broke up with her. I'm like, I can't trust you. Mind you, rewind. Our last day together before Bertha went off to college and I went off to West Virginia, I said, listen, if you ever, I looked her dead in the eye. I said, if you ever get to a point where you feel like you want to cheat on me, you want to entertain somebody else, you want to be with somebody else, just let me know. I said, just let me know. I said, just let me know, because that ain't no problem. I'd rather you break up with me than and go be with somebody else than just sit here and play with my feelings and play with my heart. Why you gonna sit here and do this to me? I'd rather you just break up with me, leave me be, and you go and have your fun and do what you want to do. I told Bertha that our last date together before I went off to school and she went off to school. And she still didn't listen. Girl, I gave you the freedom to go do what you want to do. I gave you the freedom to go be for the streets. No, I'm not saying Bertha was for the streets. Bertha was not for the streets. I'm just saying. I gave her the freedom to do what she wanted to do. But anyway, fast forward, me and Bertha break up. And then when you break up with an ex, it's like, y'all didn't break up with an ex before and still talk to them after. Come on now. You done broke up with an ex and still, y'all was still, you feel me, messing with each other, like talking and I miss yous and all of that, right? So that happened like the first 2-3 weeks after I broke up with Bertha for lying about Jim being her cousin. I ended up getting back with Bertha, y'all. I know. Call me dumb, but I guess I just didn't want to believe it the first time. I ended up getting back with Bertha, right? So this all happened in December. Me and Bertha, we're back in a relationship by January. Right? No, matter of fact, scratch that. Me and Bertha was only broken up for like a week and a half. So after I found out Jim was not really her cousin and that was the guy that she dated freshman year, Bertha and I got back together like the week after that. We were only broken up for a week. I'm at my prep school. I end up tearing my ACL, bro. Oh my gosh. That's a whole nother story for a whole different day. I'm at prep school and I end up tearing my ACL. That was probably the biggest heartbreak in my life. But that's another story for a different day. So mind you, I'm dealing with the pain of tearing my ACL. My basketball career is looking like it's not gonna go to the direction that I want it to go. Okay, cool. So I'm like, my mind is so many different places at the time, and it was just like this 1 week. Me and Bertha are back together, but it was 1 week. I kept seeing the same Bible verse over and over and over again. 3 nights in a row, I saw the same Bible verse. That Bible verse was John chapter 8, verse 32. It says, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." I read my Bible every night before I go to sleep. I saw that Bible verse 3 nights in a row. Like it was the Bible verse of the day for 3 nights straight. And the whole time that I'm reading this, like that week, I had in my gut, like I had a gut feeling that Bertha was cheating on me. I was like, no, something ain't right. I think Bertha's cheating. I think Bertha's cheating. And in my heart, I felt it. In my stomach, I felt it. Then the Bible verse told me, soon you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And then, mind you, those same 3 nights that I saw that Bible verse, 3 nights in a row, I had a dream that Bertha was cheating. 3 nights in a row. I went to sleep 3 nights in a row, and every single night I had a dream that Bertha was cheating. So you know what I did? I hit up Bertha's best friend that she's off at college with. Now for what was the word I was using earlier? Confidentiality purposes. Yeah. We're gonna say Bertha's best friend name was Gertrude. Now I love Gertrude with all my heart. Gertrude's still my dog to this day. You feel me? So I hit up, and me and Gertrude, we was also cool in high school too. You know what I'm saying? So that gave me the means to hit up Gertrude. Like, you feel me? I got a feeling that something is going on with Bertha. Like, please let me know if Bertha is doing anything. Like I just asked you, please. And Gertrude just came to me. She was like, Wunderr, you need to talk to Bertha. And when Gertrude told me that, this little thing right here that we call a heart dropped to my stomach. It immediately dropped to my stomach. I'm like, no. I said, no. I said, no, not again. So I hit up Bertha. I'm like, yo, if you down at college doing anything and you just want to break up, please just let me know first. And we can split paths. I have no problem of you going to do what you want to do. Just break up with me first. Why my heart gotta be on the line? You feel me? Why you just want to hold my heart hostage and then go do what you want to do and then continue to crush my heart? Like, why you trying to do that to me? So I told her that, and now it's Super Bowl night. I'm supposed to be watching the Super Bowl with my granddad, right? I'm on the phone with Bertha arguing. My granddad come in the room like, hey man, it's time to watch the Super Bowl. You said you was gonna watch the Super Bowl with me. I'm like, granddad, man, move, man. I'm dealing with a heartbreak right now. I'm getting cheated on, and I'm arguing with Bertha about this. He worried about the Super Bowl. You think I care about Tom Brady? You think I care about Tom Brady right now? And I just found out I'm getting cheated on. Read the room, Grandpa. But I'm gonna be out there in a minute. I'm gonna be out there in a minute. My mama come into the door, cause I'm living with my grandma at this time. Cause I left school, tore my ACL, so I had to go home and get surgery, all of that. Like I said, that's another story for a different day. But my mama come into the door like, is everything okay? I hear you in here yelling. Mama, no, everything is not okay, mama. Everything is not okay, mama. So I'm arguing with Bertha. She like, Bertha was like, yeah, I met this guy and we did something like 2 days after I met him. Bertha! Bertha! Huh? What are you talking about? Bertha met a guy while we were broken up. But she met a guy the day before we got back together. And then we got back together, and then Bertha decided to deal with the guy while we were together. Okay, cool, I get it. I made my mistake. I broke up with Bertha and got back together with her, but I was just young, dumb, and in love. Everybody been young, dumb, and in love before. And even with love, you can be old and dumb and in love, because love make you do some dumb things. Y'all gotta admit it. Love make you do some dumb things. Yeah, she met the guy and ended up doing something with him that same week, you feel me? And then she came clean and told me, and my little heart was just crumbled up to pieces. I had a torn ACL at the time, got cheated on at the same time. My mind just all over the spot, bro. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, you feel me? I just feel like I was getting put through the ringer. But you know what? I'm so grateful for that time, because I feel like that built me to the person that I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like I said at the beginning of this video, everybody gotta go through a heartbreak by betrayal, by being cheated on, in order to know true pain. Super Bowl night, me and Bertha still arguing. I broke up with her for good that time. And then, like I said before, everybody know when dealing with an ex, y'all still talk a couple of times after y'all break up. We had those moments of closure and all of that. And like a year after me and Bertha had that argument about her cheating on me, we were able to become like, not friends again, but like cool, like cordial, you feel me? Because I don't hold grudges. My only problem, I'll forgive, but I won't forget. I need to learn how to forget. You know what I'm saying? I will forgive, but I will not forget. Yeah, me and Bertha end up getting back to a point where like a cordial level, Shout out to Bertha. If she was to reach out to me today, I would, say what up, catch up with her, all of that. But the moral of the story is Bertha ended up married to Jim. Yes, Bertha ended up married to the guy that she dated freshman year, and shout out to them. Like I said, no ill will or anything. This is just my story and my side of things, you feel me? And I'm sharing that with y'all because over here at Wonderland, man, y'all know I keep it real 100 with y'all. And I done told some of y'all this story before online, but I felt like, you feel me, why not tell the story again? But we back for Vlogmas. Well, we not really back. I never did Vlogmas before, but we gonna try it this year, you feel me? So day one, story time. How I got my heart broken. That's not really a way to start off like the holiday cheer, is it? I hope y'all enjoyed that story time, man. If you stayed through the whole thing, like, comment, and subscribe. I got more videos pushing out for y'all this month. We finna go crazy, bro. We finna go crazy. I got the cooking lives coming for y'all as well. If you made it this far, comment if you ever been cheated on. No. Nah, let's not dwell on that. Comment the best gift you done ever bought for somebody for Christmas. Let's do that one. Comment the best gift you done ever bought somebody for Christmas. Me, I ain't never bought nobody nothing for Christmas because, I really don't know why. I just buy gift cards because I'm that kind of lazy, but y'all know me anyway. But I hope y'all enjoyed this first video. Like I said, 12 days of Christmas or 25 days to Christmas, Vlogmas, whatever they call it. Bro, I'm new to this YouTube junk. Y'all know I just be on TikTok, man. But I love y'all so much, Wonderland. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all have a great night whenever you watching this. I love y'all. I'm out.
I told my mama at 9 years old, one day I'll be rich. How you plan on making some money when you don't even plan on taking no risk? Since I was legit, I knew I'd be lit. I knew I was always different. I got in my back, started putting my feelings on beats. Now they love when they hit.